Do you? Do you go to school on Saturday? Can I? Can I ask a question? Can you? Can you explain this to me? Are you ready for? Are you ready for dinner? Are you ready to? Are you ready to order? How about? How about another piece of cake? How about? How about going to a movie? Is it okay if? Is it okay if we swim here? Is it okay to? Is it okay to sing here? What could I? What could I do? How do you say? How do you say thank you in French? Are you able to? Are you able to swim? Are you afraid of? Are you afraid of dogs? Are you allergic to? Are you allergic to anything? What if? What if I refuse? What's the name of? What's the name of this place? May I? May I borrow a ruler? Is it hard to? Is it hard to learn French? Do you mind if I? Do you mind if I open the window? Are you interested in? Are you interested in politics? Are you good at? Are you good at math? How do you like? How do you like your new job? How far away is? How far away is your farm? How much? How much are these shoes? Are you sure? Are you sure his name was Tom? Can you give me? Can you give me an example? Can you help me? Can you help me with my school project? Are you? Are you a student? Do you have? Do you have a girlfriend? Is it time to? Is it time to go? Is it safe to? Is it safe to eat food that has dropped on the floor? Is it true that? Is it true that Tom is dating a Japanese girl? How was? How was the food? How much do you? How much do you read? How is? How is Tom now? What are? What are my options? What are the chances? What are the chances of this ever happening again? What is made of? What is aspirin made of? What's the difference between? What's the difference between jam and marmalade? What's the point of? What's the point of all this? What's the use of? What's the use of talking? What's wrong with? What's wrong with my computer? What's the worst? What's the worst injury you've ever had? Am I the only one who? Am I the only one who agrees with you? Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to be in here? Do you want? Do you want kids? Do you want me to? Do you want me to buy you a drink? Do you like? Do you like Mexican food? Do you like to? Do you like to watch movies? Do you know? Do you know how much it costs? Do you always? Do you always drink coffee with your breakfast? Do you often? Do you often take business trips? Do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself a fluent French speaker? Which do you prefer? Which do you prefer, dogs or cats? Which one do you think? Which one do you think I should buy? Which do you like better? Which do you like better, Coke or Pepsi? Would it be okay if I? Would it be okay if I didn't invite Tom to my party? Would you like? Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like to? Would you like to ask me something else? What was the first? What was the first concert you went to? What was the name of? What was the name of that little shop in Boston where Tom worked? What would if? What would happen if I push this button? Do you need? Do you need help with anything? Do you need me to? Do you need me to give you some money? Could you please? Could you please drive a little faster? Can't you see? Can't you see we're very busy? What would? What would I do without you? Are you saying? Are you saying that's true? Have you been? Have you been to Boston or Chicago in the past 3 weeks? About how much money? About how much money do you need? Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be shocked? Did you know? Did you know that before? How are we going to? How are we going to get home? How bad? How bad is the pain? What kind of books do you read? What time will dinner be served? Are there any cute girls in your class? Can someone help me? Exactly how many times? Exactly how many times did you do that? How come? How come you know French so well? How did you know? How did you know where I live? How have you been? How have you been sleeping? How late? How late may I call you? Is there any place around here? Is there any place around here where we can get something to eat? Is there anyone here who? Is there anyone here who can speak French? What made? What made her do that? About how long will? About how long will it take? Can you introduce me to? Can you introduce me to the girl talking with Tom? Do you actually live here? Does Tom speak French fluently? Exactly how does this work? Have you finished? Have you finished writing that song you've been working on? How did you manage to talk Tom into working for you? How would you like to pay? How's going? How's married life going? What was so funny? When are we going to do it? Exactly how much money was stolen? Exactly how will we do that? Have you been working there for long? How far are we from your house? What's your favorite? What's your favorite book? About how many? About how many books do you have? Am I? Am I doing this right? Are you going to? Are you going to go with me or not? Are you suggesting? Are you suggesting Tom was murdered? Can you recommend? Can you recommend a good hotel in Boston? Could I? Could I borrow your notes? Do you really? Do you really expect me to give you money? Doesn't Tom like Mary anymore? Don't, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay? How much money? How much money do you have with you right now? What makes you so sure? What makes you so sure that this won't happen again? What time does that restaurant close? Which one would you choose? Are you telling me you don't remember where you parked your car? Did you have a rough day? Did you really go to Boston last weekend? Don't you have friends? Exactly what does that mean? How are things at school? How do we upload photos to your website? How does it work? How much cash do you have on you? What about next Sunday? What am I supposed to do now? What are you going to be in the future? What else are you planning to do? What time should I check in? Did anybody see you there? Do you have anything in the refrigerator that I can eat? How long do butterflies live? How long have you been learning English? How long will the concert last? How much longer are you going to be here? Is there any chance that Tom will be at tonight's party? What do I have to be afraid of? What was Tom doing in your room? Where would you like to go first? Are you still married? Did you want to tell me something? Do you plan to stay long? Exactly how old are you? How could this all happen? How did Tom do that? How do you plan to spend your weekend? How long are you going to be in Boston? How will you convince Tom to lend you the money you need? Are you almost finished with that? Can you show me where the bathroom is? Can you tell me Can you tell me how to get to the train station? Can you think of anyone who? Can you think of anyone who might be able to babysit our kids tonight? Did you tell? Did you tell Tom about what Mary did? Do I have to? Do I have to do it right away? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea what Tom wants? Do you have enough? Do you have enough time to do that? Exactly what kind of work do you do? How long did it take? How long did it take for the ambulance to arrive? How long has it been since? How long has it been since we last met? How many hours a day? How many hours a day do you study French? Was anyone in the room? Where should I put my coat? Whose turn is it to? Whose turn is it to cook tonight? Am I late? Are you kidding me? Did I do something wrong? Do you have to work tonight? How tall is the Eiffel Tower? Were you busy? What are you cooking today? What do you want me to? Ask Tom. What makes you cry? What makes you think I like you? What sort of a person is Tom? When can I see you again? About how much will it cost? Are you really married? Do you remember the first time we met? Exactly where are we going? How exactly does this work? How long ago did you start studying French? How long do you think it'll take? How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa Claus? Should we wait for Tom? What color is your car? What exactly are you looking for? What more do I need? When did you begin learning French? Who are you going to dinner with? Are you still seeing the same girl? Do you have something to make this headache go away? Exactly what happened here? Excuse me, can you help me? How big is your house? How do you know for sure? How much time do you spend watching TV? What does stand for? What does EC stand for? When were you born? Would you mind if I change subjects? How can you be so naive? How do you think How do you think Tom found us? How often? How often do you upload videos to YouTube? Okay? Let's get started, okay? When did it begin to rain? Did you actually give Tom money? Didn't you hear what Tom just said? How deep is this pool? How does Tom manage to stay so slim? How fast can you run? How many times a day do you feed your dog? How soon can you get it done? Is it possible to cry underwater? What time are you meeting Tom? What would have happened if Tom had come? Which one is best? Who are the others? Can anybody tell me how to do this? Have you already spent the money Tom gave you? How am I supposed to do this by myself? Is there an ATM nearby? Who are you talking about? Why do you come here? How long was Tom here yesterday? How long were you married to Tom? Shall we begin? What do you know about Australia? What do you want to drink with your meal? What time do you usually get up on Saturday? When is a good time for you? Do you think I care what you think of me? Do you want to be rich? How well do you speak French? What happens if I press this button? Where are my books? Do you still want to get married? Have you decided where you're going next summer? How are you going to get up to the roof? Shouldn't this be in the refrigerator? When does the bus leave? Where is Tom going? Why are you always late for school? Can't we wait until tomorrow to finish this? How high is that building? What's the best cure for loneliness? How long is this bridge? How much is there left? How long does it take to get to the zoo by taxi? What does he plan to do? When is the next bus to Park Street? Where were you when it happened? Who do you know here? Are you the one who took my knife? Where does it hurt? Why did you? Why did you become a doctor? How has your life changed? How has your life changed since you got married? What do I say first? What do you think? What do you think I should say? Do you understand? Do you understand what you have to do? May we speak in private? When was the last time? When was the last time that happened? Would you like me to? Would you like me to call you a cab? How long will it take you to? How long will it take you to paint my house? What more can I ask? Have you ever been? Have you ever been to that Japanese restaurant on Park Street? How old? How old are you kids? Where exactly are we going? Where will you be on Monday? Will you do it for me? How many years have you been? How many years have you been studying French? Where do I start? How long can you hold your breath? Where did I put my keys? Do you ever sleep? What time do you think Tom will be back? What time do you walk the dog? When are we leaving? Where is an ATM? Okay? Let me finish, okay? When should I come to pick you up tomorrow? What caused the budget deficit? What should I do if Tom calls? Where can I find an ATM? What can I do to make you happy? How long should I microwave this? Would you mind closing the window? How's the weather where you are? What did you buy Tom for Christmas? Who's your favorite American actor? When do I get paid? What would you like to do in the future? What are you cooking today? How much money do you have with you right now? How long are you going to be in Boston? Can you think of anyone who might be able to babysit our kids tonight? Which do you like better? Coke or Pepsi? Have you been to Boston or Chicago in the past 3 weeks? Don't you have friends? What am I supposed to do now? Are you still married? Can someone help me? Should we wait for Tom? What exactly are you looking for? What does he plan to do? Do you ever sleep? Do you consider yourself a fluent French speaker? Can you recommend? Can you recommend a good hotel in Boston? Did anybody see you there? Did you tell Tom about what Mary did? How are you going to get up to the roof? Who do you know here? Are you able to swim? How do you like your new job? What's the difference between jam and marmalade? Do you know how much it costs? How long have you been learning English? How big is your house? Are you ready to order? Would it be okay if I didn't invite Tom to my party? What kind of books do you read? Did you really go to Boston last weekend? How much cash do you have on you? Did you want to tell me something? How long do you think it'll take? What more do I need? When did it begin to rain? How soon can you get it done? Are you allergic to anything? May I borrow a ruler? About how long will it take? How will you convince Tom to lend you the money you need? Where should I put my coat? Is it possible to cry underwater? How much is there left? Hi, Ted. Hi, Gary. Hello, Kat. Hello, Linda. See you later. Good evening, Mr. Ford. Good evening, Mr. Sims. Goodbye, Kim. Goodbye, John. Excuse me. No problem. Thank you. You are welcome. May I go out? Certainly. Can I help you? No, thanks. May I have your documents? Here you are. What is your name? My name is Pavel. What is your last name? My last name is Andreev. What is your dog's name? Its name is Rex. What is your girlfriend's name? Her name is Tanya. What is your friend's last name? His last name is Svensson. Let's get acquainted. My name is Ivan. Nice to meet you. Meet my friend Tim. I am very glad. Nice to meet you. You too. Let me introduce you to our colleague Hugh Newman. We are very glad to meet you. Let me introduce you. This is Jim. Pleased to meet you, Jim. How are you? Fine, thanks. And you? How are you? Everything is okay. How is your father doing? Good, thanks. Good, and you? Also good. How is work? Excellent. Who is it? It is Michael. Who are they? They are men and women. Who are these? These are children. Is that Tom? Yes, that is him. Is it a dog? Yes, it is a dog. What is it? It is a table. What is this? This is a chair. What is that? That is a phone. Is it a suit? Yes, it is a suit. Is this a tie? Yes, this is a tie. Is it a table or chair? It is a chair. Is it a man or a woman? It is a woman. Is that a coat or an overcoat? That is an overcoat. Is this Michael or Joe? It is Michael. Is that Kat or Linda? It is Linda. Is it Kevin? No, it is Jim. Is it a man? No, it is a woman. Is that Jane? No, that is Maggie. Is it a textbook? No, it is a dictionary. Is it a pen? No, it is a pencil. Do you have a family? Yes, I do. Does she have any children? Yes, she has a son. Do you have a sister? No, I don't have a sister. Does he have a brother? Yes, he does. Is she married? No, she is not married. Whose phone is it? It is my phone. Whose car is it? It is her car. Whose things are they? They are Ted's things. Is it your room? Yes, it is my room. Are these their books? Yes, these are their books. Whose daughter is it? It is my daughter. Are they your parents? Yes, they are my parents. Is this her husband? Yes, this is her husband. Let me introduce you to my wife. Is it your wife? Whose dog is that? It is his dog. Is it his or her phone? It is her phone. Are they Hugh's or Bill's things? They are Hugh's things. Whose coat is this, Michael's or Sue's? What a question! Of course it's Michael's. Are they his or her parents? They are her parents. Are these Bob's or Jane's textbooks? These are Jane's textbooks. Is it your laptop? No, it is not my laptop. Is it her dictionary? No, it is not her dictionary. Are they your notebooks? No, they are not our notebooks. Is it Bill's phone? No, it is Hugh's phone. Is it Sue's coat? No, it is Sandra's coat. Is it your brother? No, it is my friend. Are they your parents? No, they are my friends. Is it her daughter? No, it is her sister. Is it his wife? No, it is his daughter. Are they their children? No, they're John's children. Is it a new house? Yes, it is a new house. Is it an interesting book? Yes, it is. Is it a good textbook? Yes, it is. Is it a small bag? Yes, it is. Is it a big apartment? Yes, it is. Is your husband clever? Yes, very. He is writing a novel. Is it a beautiful girl? Yes, it is. Is it a young woman? Yes, it is. Is it an old man? Yes, it is. Are they little children? Yes, they are. Is it a new car? No, it is an old car. Is it a good store? No, it is a bad store. Is it an expensive cottage? It is a cheap cottage. Our cottage in London is more expensive. Is it a big apartment? No, it is a small apartment. Is it an expensive dress? No, it is an expensive dress. Is it a new or old film? It is a new film. Is it an expensive or cheap suit? It is a cheap suit. Do you think this dog is clever or foolish? Of course it is clever. Is it a good or bad textbook? It is a bad textbook. Is it a young or old man? It is a young man. What color is it? It is a red color. Do you have a green pen? Yes, I have a green pen. Is there a red pencil on the table? No, there isn't. There is a blue pencil. Do you have a black suit? I don't have a black suit. I have a brown suit. What color is a rainbow? It is multicolored. Where's the pen? The pen is on the table. Where are the cars? In the street. Where is your phone? It is in the bag. Where are the children? The children are in the classroom. Where are your things? My things are in the wardrobe. What are you doing? I am relaxing. What is he doing? He is reading a book. What are they doing? They are walking in the park. What is she doing? She is watching a film. What are you doing? We are listening to the music. Where do you study? I study at the university. Where does this girl work? She works at school. Where does his friend work? She works in a bank. Does Pavel's brother study at college? Yes, he studies at college. Do your friends work in a bank? No, they work in a firm. What is your profession? I am a doctor. Is he a manager? No, he is a seller. Is she an actress? No, she is a teacher. Is your mother a lawyer? Yes, she is a lawyer. What is her husband's profession? He is a driver. Do you live in Georgia? Yes, I live in Georgia. Where do his parents live? They live in Russia. Where was she born? She was born in Russia. Where was his son born? He was born in America. Does her friend live in England? No, she lives in Canada. What is your nationality? I am Russian. What is your friend's nationality? She is English. Is he American? Yes, he is American. Are they French? No, they are German. Is his friend Italian? No, he is Spanish. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. Does his brother speak French? No, he doesn't. Do her colleagues understand Russian? No, they don't. Can you read and write German? Yes, I can. Does she know Chinese? No, she doesn't. How old are you? I am 25 years old. How old is your father? He is 45 years old. Is she 30 years old? Yes, she is 30 years old. Is his brother 15 years old? No, his brother is 17 years old. How old is their dog? It is 2 years old. How many books are there in the bookcase? There are 42 books. How many fishes are there in the sea? I don't know. Are there 35 persons in your firm? No, there are 50 persons in our firm. How many dresses does your wife have? Maybe 40, maybe 60. How many days are there in a year? 365 days. Can you tell me the time, please? 20 past 2. Could you tell me the time, please? 4:30. What time do you usually get up? At 7 o'clock. What time do you go to bed? At 11 o'clock. What hours do you work? From 9 to 18 o'clock. What day is it today? Today is Sunday. When do you work? On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. When does she relax? On Saturday and Sunday. Is today Tuesday? No, today is Wednesday. When does he study English? He studies English every day. What is your favorite season? My favorite season is fall. When was he born? He was born in summer, in July. When is she on vacation? In September. Do you like spring? Sure, spring is the beginning of new life. Did they come to London in October? No, they came in November. What is the weather like in summer in Moscow? It is warm, the sun shines. What will the weather be tomorrow? It will be cold, -10 degrees. What is the temperature today? It's +15 degrees. It's a nice day today, isn't it? Yes, it's lovely. Does it always snow in Russia? Of course not, only in winter. Do you remember what the date is today? Sure, on this day Senate won Russian football. What year is it? It is 2015. In what year were you born? I was born in 1994. When did they come to Canada? In 2005. In what year did he graduate from the university? In 2007. Hello, may I please speak to Mr. Green? Just a minute. Hello, Miss Smith, please. She is not here. May I take her message? May I speak to Mr. Woods? He is very busy. Call back a little later. Hello, may I please speak to Steve? He has already left. Call back tomorrow. May I take your message for Mr. Rhodes? No, thanks. Could you tell me please where the store Moskva is located? It is located on Tversky Street. Tell me, please, how to get to the metro. Go straight ahead, then to the left. Tell me, please, how to get to the university. You need to go 3 stops by bus Y50. Excuse me, do you know how to get to the American Embassy? I am sorry, I don't know. Do you go to work by car? No, by metro. What would you like? Give me, please, 10 postcards to the most beautiful girl in the world. What would you like? I would like to look at textbooks. How much is the suit? $1,000. May I look at it? Yes, certainly. Show me, please, this bag. Here you are. How much do you want? 2 kilograms. How much do I owe? You owe $240. Here is $250. Take your change. Do you have dictionaries? Sure, what dictionaries do you want? Here is your check and change. Thank you. What size shirt do you need? 42. What color bag do you want? Black. Could you tell me if this tie is fashionable? Not really. Take that one instead. Could you tell me if these flowers are fresh? Yes, they're fresh. How many stems do you want? Is this a wool sweater? Yes, it is wool and of high quality. What did you buy in the store? Some bread, 2 packages of milk, a package of butter and a bottle of water. Would you like to choose a fur coat? No, I want to try fur coats on. They are my antidepressants. I am going to the store. What shall I buy for you? Please buy some tea and cookies. Do you like shopping? Oh, yes, shopping is my favorite pastime. What did he buy for his girlfriend? Flowers and candy. What does she do in the morning? She washes, brushes her teeth, brushes her hair, gets dressed and makes herself up. Why don't you have dinner? I am keeping to a diet. What do you have for breakfast? Yogurt and bread and cheese. Do they have lunch in the office or at cafe? Usually at cafe, sometimes in the office. What do you do during the day? During the day I usually work. What does she usually have for dinner? Soup, meat with rice and stewed fruit. What does he do during the day? He studies at the university until 3 o'clock, then he has dinner, and then he goes to the library. What time do you get home from work? At about 7 or 8 o'clock. Why doesn't your daughter ever take walks? What does she do all day long? In the morning, during the day and in the evening she studies English. She must take an exam. What do your parents do in the evening? They watch TV, read newspapers, and take the dog for a walk. Did you go to the store with your son? Did you buy him toys? Yes, I did. Who did he go to a cafe with? With his girlfriend. What did your mother do yesterday? She worked and then went to a store. Where did your friends go in the morning? They went to a fitness club. Did you go to the zoo with your daughter yesterday? Yes, I did. What will you do in the evening? I am going to watch films. I have bought some new discs. Where are you going to go? Of course, to a store. I need to buy some new clothes and shoes. What is she going to do this weekend? On Saturday she will go to her friend's house and on Sunday she will go to the dojo. What plans do you have for Tuesday? During the day I'll work and in the evening I'll go to an exhibition. Will you go to a bookstore on Thursday? No, I'll go on Friday. Sandra, are you free tomorrow evening? Yes, I am free. Linda, I invite you to the movies. Thanks for the invitation. I will definitely come. Kate, do you want to go to the theater with me? I am sorry, unfortunately I am busy. Where and when will we meet? Let's meet at the metro at 5 o'clock. Sue, let's go to the park in the evening. I can't, I have a lot of work. Does theater fascinate Mary? No, these are actors who fascinate her. What does he do in his free time? He plays sports. What is she interested in? She is interested in classical music. Do you have hobbies? My hobby is cooking. I love to cook. What does Jim do during his vacation? He swims, sunbathes, rides a scooter and goes fishing. Who is your favorite composer? My favorite composer is Mozart. What is his favorite sport? His favorite sport is tennis. Does she like modern music? She likes modern music less than classical music. Where do you go on vacation? Usually to Egypt or Turkey. Do you dive during your vacation? No, during my vacation I downhill ski. How is your health? Well, thanks. How do you feel? Everything is fine, thanks. What hurts? My throat hurts. You need to go to the doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor. What is his temperature? 38. Why weren't you at the university? I was sick. I hope you get better soon. Thank you. May I speak to Hugh? Unfortunately, he isn't at work. He is ill. What did the doctor say? The doctor said that I needed to take pills and drink more liquids. How does Carol feel? She is better. Dear Hillary, best wishes for your birthday. We wish you happiness, love and the best of luck. Thank you. Merry Christmas. You too. Happy New Year. You too. I wish you health and success in your work. Thank you for your wishes. Best wishes for your wedding day. Let there always be happiness in your home. Thank you for your congratulations.